AITA for leaving my stepdaughter's birthday party. After my husband threw out the cake I made for her, I female have been married to my husband Jeff for a year now. He has a daughter 12 with his deceased wife. When I first met Jeff, it was obvious that he was struggling as a single parent. For my stepdaughter's birthday, he'd usually get a cake from the bakery. This has been the case since her mom passed away. I thought I'd bake her a birthday cake for her 12th birthday. That was last week, as a gesture to show some motherly love and support. Jeff agreed, and he told me what his daughter's favorite flavors are and what she likes and so on. I baked the cake in the flavor she likes and the icing she likes, but one thing was missing. And that is the blueberries. And I couldn't include them because I went to the nearest store. And they didn't have them. I was running out of time and couldn't get them, so I ended up just leaving the cake. As it thinking it wouldn't be a big deal. The party started and Jeff was busy taking care of everything else. He then came into the kitchen and asked to see the cake before bringing it out. I showed it to him and he got so angry when he saw that there were no blueberries on top. He went on and on about how I didn't fully commit to making the cake and that he trusted me to take care of it. And just basically saying that he should have just ordered one from the bakery. We got into an argument and he ended up taking it and throwing it in the trash can. I was stunned as he said, "You know what? Forget it. I'll get one from the bakery." I blew up and screamed at him. He told me to stop, but I went upstairs, got dressed, and left. He tried getting me to stay, but I refused and went to my parents. He later called and then texted about how I overreacted and hurt him and my stepdaughter by leaving. Also said that I created this situation by not properly making the birthday cake. Just cause I didn't put blueberries on top. I refused to respond, but my parents say he was justified, since he must have felt pressured from the stress of making his daughter happy on her birthday. He keeps trying to speak to me, but I don't respond. AITA, did I overreact? And what you guys think and advise for OP's situation? What would you do if you're on her situation? Let me know on the comment section. Now let's go to the top 3 comments on community comments section. What's their opinion about this? From omalauha.nta. You went out of your way to research what kind of care your stepdaughter would want. Put in the effort to bake a cake after agreeing with the dad on you baking the cake. And baked a lovely birthday cake. It was just missing one kind of deco. Because you couldn't source it in time, he went nuclear and threw out your cake. Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed around after that either. It is a childish, vindictive, aggressive, and hurtful way to deal with what he saw as a less than perfect situation. He seems extremely overprotective of his daughter. She's 12 and would probably love this cake, even if it didn't have blueberries. Even if she had noticed and said something, she could have been told the shop ran out. And at her age, she should be able to understand that and lean to deal with that kind of disappointment. Are you pushed aside in other parenting situations too? How is your relationship with your stepdaughter? It's only been a year and he already treats you like this. I'd reconsider this marriage. From Cold Hammerfurged. Ntano cake in the history of cakes has been ruined by not having blueberries. I have been around people who would get this anal about blueberries. It's never about the berries, it's about control. Huge red flag. Watch out for how easily he comes unhinged about other little things if it's always your fault. Look up the characteristics of narcissist and see if he fits that bill. From Wolfgod77 NTA. He threw away a homemade cake because there were no blueberries on it. And you think you overreacted? Has he had explosive reactions like this in the past? Because that's kind of scary. If he reacts this way over missing blueberries. What happens when something really goes wrong? And here's our next story. Girlfriend 23F won't listen. When I 25 meters ask her to stop moving things in my office. I live with my girlfriend. And we have moved into a 3-bedroom apartment. We agreed before we moved that the smallest bedroom would be my office. Since I work from home most of the time, I mentioned that since the office is mine, I will be the one clearing and tidying it, and that when the door is closed. That means my GF doesn't come in, which she agreed to. when we're cleaning the apartment on weekends. She will still go to the office and start to tidy up the desk, and I tell her to stop. Since I leave things how I want them, she repeats that the office is messy, but I just pointed out she has no reason to actually be in it. I said that the door was closed and she's going out her way to move things around in a room she doesn't need to be in. She got annoyed and said I should be tidying it up more regularly than I am, but I just told her that I leave things on my desk so I know exactly where they are for the next day. And it doesn't affect her at all. She said I should be compromising and tidying it up better than I am, but I just disagreed. She said it should be tidied with the rest of the apartment, but I just told her that it's my space and that I leave it how I like it. Just to clarify, the room is clean, so I'll dust, vacuum, remove mugs and things, so it is just a bit of mess that is in the room. It's not unhygienic. How would you handle this? Tool. Doctor, my girlfriend got annoyed that I refused to tidy my office to her standards. She said I should be tidying everything up despite it only being me who uses the office. How would you handle this? And what you guys think and advise for OP's situation? What would you do if you're on his situation? Let me know on the comments section. Now let's go to the top 3 comments on community comments section. What's their opinion about this? From Hot Dancing Tuna. Okay, this is older, but look up the Reddit story where the guy was on an EMS team and his wife kept tying his work boots even after he explained that he needed to keep them untied, so he didn't waste time when he needed to go out on a call. It was really infuriating to read and had a kind of satisfying resolution. I'll see if I can find it for you. Anyways, this has the same kind of energy. And your girlfriend needs to leave your shit alone, just like Boots' wife needed to leave his boots alone. From Gen587, you agreed to leave this room alone when we agreed this would be my office space. I need you to respect that agreement and leave it alone. I have things where I need them. I don't want them tidied or moved. I dust, vacuum, and tidy things the way that works for me. If that doesn't work, install a digital or keyed lock from usually right to IWFH and have a home office. No one is allowed in there. It's off limits. I have things arranged as I need them. It's disrespectful as hell that she keeps going in there. I'd put a lock on the damn door.